Contestant, respected judges, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests, good evening to you all.
Good evening.
Vacation to your home country is something each of us look forward to, right? That excitement of seeing your loved ones, tasting that local food is something hard to pass by. But as a 14-year-old, I used to dread such a trip. Don't get me wrong, it's not that I don't enjoy good food, which is evident from as I stand in front of you. But I had that, then all of us must have had one relative who makes fun of you or makes comments on your looks or appearances when you go for house visits in such trips. You are looking so tanned, it must be because of all that playing in the sun. You are looking so chubby, is it because of all junk food you are eating? Moving forward, so there came a point, as children, you rarely have control over the houses you visit. But you tend to develop a sixth sense for that particular house with that auntie who will scan you like a robo from top to bottom and then generate a report on all the changes on you which has come since the last time you visited. And now at this point your parents who are normally on your side jump ship and proceed to mention all those instances when you took an extra helping of food. In a matter of minutes, all these elders look at each other, nod on a good job, well done, and I am left wondering, why didn't I fake a stomach pain and skip this house visit in the first place? Moving forward many years, the interventions thankfully reduced, but it's not because I developed a six-pack or they lost their motivation. It's just that they focused all their energies towards my better half. This was under the rationality that all these years he has not listened to us. At least you might have some luck getting through to him. So one day, I decided to make a change. I decided to opt for Ayurveda, as it's considered as the most natural and traditionally holistic method of treatment. On hearing this, the entire household celebrated the decision. In fact, they were so enthusiastic that I had strangers calling on the landline wishing me luck. I had people coming home, even the robo auntie came home to wish me a prayer of success. And I felt like a warrior setting out to conquer the world. But I had two experiences that impacted me. The first was when I realized doctor-patient confidentiality in India doesn't apply when your parents are around. Because when you watch these English movies or dramas, you see these doctors giving so much of importance to your information and they are willing to face lawsuits or even physical assault just to maintain their privacy. But I think my Ayurvedic doctor missed that session in class. My blood pressure, my lipid profile reading, my creatinine level were all points of discussion with my parents. And every outcome was discussed with a frown or a nod or shake of the head. But after the initial analysis, I was prescribed 1 week of wellness therapy, and it's all started off with the juice therapy, a 3-glass concoction of herbs and leaves that was designed to have you run to the bathroom every time you have it. And this was just the way the doctor intended, for a clean stomach, for further sufferings to follow. So the second experience was when I went to the treatment room where the physician or the therapist told me to remove my clothes and place it on the hanger. Because Ayurveda generally involves oils which tend to spoil the clothes, so they don't want the patients to have much of clothing. But as I'm undressing, I'm thinking in my mind, okay, this must be, maybe he's okay with what is left on me. But he had a smile on his face that just said, let's keep going. And I reach a point where I'm in my birthday suit and he's giving me a loin cloth to maintain my modesty. And you have to understand, this is a one-size-for-all garment. There is not, and this was not mentioned to me when I signed up for the program. Moving forward, the treatment started. So I was asked to lie down on a wooden tub, and they poured medicated oil, and the treatment started by the therapist administering it evenly. It's a half-an-hour procedure, and I must confess, the first thought that came to my mind was how similar it is to the process of making a chicken fry. Makes sense, right? I'll break it down for you. Step 1, is you prepare the chicken. So if you recall, a person in a loincloth, all set. Step 2, preparing the marinade or the masala. So here the therapist has already mixed the oils and the herbs and it is ready before the treatment starts. So that's also set to go. Step 3 is coating the chicken. So if you recall, you have a 32-year-old human, all set, and he's administering the oil generously everywhere. And I mean literally everywhere. Step 4 is to fry the chicken. So you have a process after the treatment where you sit in a steam chamber to induce the impurities to come out of your body. So 20 minutes later, you have a chicken fried and its Ayurvedic equivalent ready to go. But my physician wasn't very pleased when I pointed out the similarities, and I recall the further days of treatment were a little more intense than necessary. But through those two experiences, I did get an idea of the ordeal I'm going to go through. But thankfully, I survived that 1 week of therapy and came out with a better understanding of Ayurveda. But funnily enough, I started getting the images of the physician's face whenever I ate chicken fry after that. Thank you. Good night.